Every once in a while, I need myself a little city builder. And this one looks interesting. Do I want peaceful mode? I didn't really get into any of the combat, so I really don't know how much combat there is. Yeah, why not? I'll do combat mode. In combat mode, you will face invasions from bandits and beasts alike. They will destroy buildings and steal silver coins. You need to train armies and build arrow towers to defend your town. That sounds about right, because I don't want this to be oh so easy, but at the same time, I don't want it to be too difficult either. And this is our map. Now, there are frequent, yeah, this is what I was looking at. There are frequent areas where there are like bonus spots. In this case, this is a jade point. You can obtain extra jade here. With this one, it's grassland. Output from pastures are increased. You get the point. This would be good because we have a little mining point up here for extra gold. Yeah, no, you know what? Yes, this looks good. This is excellent. Now, I do want a little bit of the water included, but I don't want a lot of the water included. Even though this is just the starting point, you can expand out from here, but still, survivors have chosen a place to settle down, but there are more challenges ahead waiting for them. Many more. Mainly, we have a tiny little hovel, and I need to build up some areas for them to sleep, places for them to eat, and the rest. Your citizens have encountered some problems. You don't say. Know well about your citizens. You can check what problems are bothering them when... do I care? Ask me if I care. I do. Homeless citizens recover physical stamina slower and work inefficiently. That's why I care. That was what I was going to tell you. Is that if they don't have a home, they get too tired. Turn off all guys? No. Let's not turn off all of them. Oh, it's walking me through it. I've done tutorial. And you can change what the houses look like. So you can get like this cute little one with a chimney. Someone can have that one. I don't want them to like get jealous. So let's give someone else one with a chimney. And like basically, as long as I have them spaced out enough that they're not on top of one another, then they're happy. And I'm happy because then they work more efficiently. And this is the builder's cabin. This is the one I wanted. So I want to up this right away. I'm going to max out the number of builders that we have. That way people are constantly building. Because right now we have a lot of people without homes and they all need them. I'm thinking about putting in a big house. Because let's double check. Big house does 24. Little house does 4. Yeah, that's about right. Let's put in one big house just to kind of get us all started. Even though I'm sure they're not going to be happy with group living. But if you got nothing, obviously it's important to have at least a spot to live in. I'll confirm this, and thank God that's out of my way. I also want to build up some roads because they actually walk faster when they're on them. So as much as I hate making them too comfortable, I definitely want them a little bit comfortable because 2 citizens are freezing. Let's get that dealt with too. So before I do anything else, let's work on some stones. There's some, yeah, right here. I thought I saw some really close. We'll get some of our basic necessities down. Some stonework. That's not the one I wanted. Resources. What are we doing for food? Because food is probably also a necessity on top of the shelter. Okay, we have a little bit. We're okay. I want this open right now. They need water. So let's actually get a big well in. Because besides just providing water, apparently fires are a thing. And this big well will take care of the fires. Well, whoever works at the big well will take care of the fires. I probably should do a town hall. But I know when I do that, yeah, see, I will accept immigrants. And I recruit administrators. More people would be difficult to take care of right now. I don't even have our basic necessity. Logistics are always a good time. Especially if we have a dock, because we can use our waterways, which was one of the big reasons of why I wanted to be here. Now, the other thing is we are currently in February. February is a great month because that means we're starting towards spring, not away from spring. The other thing I definitely want to do is shelters, because, oh, wait, I can't do that. That requires bricks. Same with this one. Because I was reading through these. A detention basin can capture and store flood runoff. So if there is a flood, we will need to worry about it. Ore reserves are low. You can use the command button, hotkey 0 to get some ore. Oh, thank you. I actually figured that one out on my own. Thank you very much. Or will this also give me some ore? Wow, they made short work of that, didn't they? If that's the case, maybe I should just keep having them gather some stuff. I want to make sure that we have enough of all of our stuff to at least build some fishing, some hunting, some farming, because we need to deal with food now. Oh, so the water area, I think, affects how good the dock is? I'm going to put 2 of these in. That should work. And then I'll run a road over to there yes, this one. Because that not only will get them working faster, but it'll also increase our food. Because obviously fish is food, not friends. But if nothing else, I can at least put down some agriculture. Let's get a field down. The field is going to be also really important. I don't want it too close. I also don't want it too far away. I think this is a good spot for it. I definitely want to prioritize this because if we run out of food, which it seems like we might very quickly, all of our people are going to be upset right before they die. So let's also gather. There's some plants around here too. Let's see if we can gather some of those. Oh, perfect. We have either broccoli or we have cabbages. Each of them outputs 80 days. So it's not going to be instant food, but if we can hang on, we will get something. I guess let's do broccoli. Either way, it's going to be way more delicious than nothing. It's probably already getting to the point where I'm probably going to need to get myself an arrow tower or 2 as well. But I think I'll hold off on that. I'm hoping the first year or so that we won't be attacked. I could add more broccoli. I'm probably going to put cabbages in this one. If I'm being honest, cabbages seems awesome. I also am out of laborers again. That kind of stinks. The issue, though, is without more peoples, I don't have anyone who can go hunting. So even if I build these, it's not going to do me any good. I did start on the latrines, though. That will get us the dried dung, which will turn into fertilizers eventually. Which I hope they just automatically add to the fields. And apparently if I have educated workers, there is a bonus to their work speed too. Makes sense. It does take a lot of info. Like you do need to know a lot to raise crops successfully. But this is the number I'm really concerned about. The 0 births occurred last season. Why? There's plenty of room for them. Fertility rate is up. Lack of new houses and population aging will also affect the births. Is our people too old now? That would kind of suck. I do need to increase maybe health and happiness, possibly. So I tried putting in the town hall now, because I think it said, if I remember right, the town hall allows for new immigrants, correct? Yes, you can accept immigrants and recruit an administrator. If I can get that done, again, iron ore seems to be the big issue here. But if I can get that done, we can get more people. And more people means more workers. And more workers, unfortunately, means more mouth to feed. But that means we get more jobs done, which means that we can feed those mouths. Forester's Hut seems to be doing a pretty good job. I want to keep them working because we need raw materials. I say raw materials, but we need lumber. Because if we can get lumber, there is a thing that will process it. Where it's down here. The chopping house. Chopping house takes timber or dry dung and it turns it into domestic fuels, which can be used to heat houses. I don't think I have one of those. I should probably put one down because as winter quickly approaches, I'm going to have to worry about keeping everyone nice and warm because I don't want to lose anyone. There's an extra person. I got an extra person somewhere. Well, maybe one of the kids turned into adults and then... Oh, they did, because it was 15 and 6. They're getting older. That's awesome, because that is one more person that can go and grab stuff. Yeah, we have a laborer. See, they're already out there doing laborer work. Oh, the Hunter's Lodge has all the resources. Why isn't that being built? Build that faster. No breaks for you. Get this done. So while they're doing that, they can build up this and we can hunt down all of the turkeys? Yeah, turkeys! Let's hunt all the turkeys. Every turkey will be hunted out of existence. We will extinctify some of these animals around here. So I noticed something. Under the interim houses, this causes the loss of desire to procreate, which makes sense. You wouldn't want to do that in the middle of a gigantic house like this with 24 other people in the room. With that being said, that means it is time to remove this house. I can disable. I should be able to demolish. Demolish. There we go. Let's demolish this thing. And then hopefully I get some of the resources back. And when I do, I'm going to put in a clinic. Because it seems like a few people are going to be hurt now. At least one person. And I don't want too many people getting hurt. Not on my watch. Especially since now we're going to be moving over to proper houses. I was just wanted people to find a house right away. And then we can build up all of our main resources. Now it's time for babies, because we need more peoples. And once we have more houses and more peoples, we will be doing a lot better. We're doing great for food. Obviously, these farm fields are storing a ton of food. Our storages look okay. I was worried that that would get low quick, but it hasn't. And I still haven't gotten to the point of processing any of the lumber into planks yet, so I haven't quite finished this. Oh my god, there is enough for one. Why did you do this to me? Let's cancel this, and then it'll finish this one, because it's at 28 of 30. I should have seen that. People are probably screaming. Well, we can at least get one set of fishing. Then I can worry about building a second one later, once I have one down. Hold on, let me pause this. What does that mean? What's the little field symbol mean? The plant doesn't grow in this season. Oh, okay. Well, let's turn this off then. I can turn it off, and then I'll have more laborers and more other people to work other places for right now. I don't remember which one of these buildings is the chop house. Maybe I didn't buy or build one. Yeah, I didn't build one. It's going to go right here then, because we're going to need fuel now. Fuel is going to be a necessity for all of us to survive. How much of everything does it take? Quite a bit. I may have waited a little too long to get these people actual housing accommodations, like decent ones. Why do some... Oh, that's a chop house. That's why it is so expensive. Let's get rid of this. I don't want that. I want this. I need to prioritize that. And now that I have a town hall, I can do policies. The population has reached 50. I can put in a town administrator. Should I be doing more? Ah, yes, policies. I can forbid raw water. Citizens can use and drink dirty water, but they will be prone to disease. Let's do this. Change use of raw water to forbid raw water. Within 10 years after changing the policy, you will need silver coins to change it again. Sure. Citizens are freezing. That's going to be pretty common if we don't get people back in houses. Somebody has arrived. Became a laborer. Sam became a laborer. We have more laborers, but we also have more adults and the same number of kids. Which means we either had people show up because of this town hall, or we finally had a couple births. Probably because it didn't say 0 births occurred last month. I have to add a couple more builders, I think. Let's add at least one more. No, let's do 2 more. I want to get these houses done quick because we have the resources now. I see it. It's all coming together. The logistics kind of sucks because we haven't made all of these roads yet, but otherwise, we have enough resources. We can get fuel, and then all these people are going to make it through the winter. I am shocked, the same as all of you out there, that I am somehow managing to keep these little guys alive, but we are so far. I'm sure it's just a matter of time before they start dropping dead, though, because they're still freezing. At least not without this. I need more fuel. Do I have... Where's the thing that tells me if I have fuel or not? Textile, clothing, or... Fuel. Where's fuel? It must be household goods, right? Oh, here we go. New tech point. This is actually what I was looking for. Herbalist hut. So I can go and get herbs and stuff. Police station. That would actually probably be great. I don't know, though, because no one is really doing any bad stuff just yet. And I think I have a little bit of time before that becomes a problem. Because I'm freshly starting out. I can unlock the structure marquee, can be placed outside of marketplace. Control zones cannot be upgraded. This can hold 10 citizens, provides food, water, prevent further reproduction. Oh, I see. Okay. Well, maybe I should do the boiler room for heating. So the boiler room can provide insulation to the buildings in its zone of effect. When boiler room is enabled and working, houses around it will stop consuming domestic fuel themselves while keep being insulated. I need cut stone for that, though, and I don't have that. I guess I could make cut stone. Let me pause while I'm doing this, because I want them to be doing stuff in the background. But if I'm going to be in here a while looking at stuff, I'm probably going to need them not consuming all of my stuff. Animal slaughter. There's a lot. You can see this tech tree is it's insane how much you can unlock as you go. Now, is this the biggest tech tree I've ever seen in a game like this? No. But is this really well thought out, and is there a lot to it? Yes, absolutely. This is plenty. I'm thinking let's do mining. Mining is going to be so important. And then after I do this, then maybe I can get something like refined fuel. Or wait, no. I think mining and then figure out how to get myself some cut stones, which would be construction cut stone. Perfect. So, because what I really want to do is I want to cut down on my livability. I want to cut down on what my people require. That way I can focus on like entertainment and some of these like high-end stuff instead of focusing on, we need trees, we need rocks, real fast, hurry, you're all going to die if you don't. It worries me too much all the time. Wow, we are filling our storage though. I might need to make more of those. Well, before I do that, let's work on some of our resources. There, this is the one I wanted before. Can produce iron and coal. I think this has to be pressed into a mountain, doesn't it? There's a mountain. This feels right. So let's put that right there. And then I'm going to drive a road all the way over to this. Little by little, we'll be accumulating those. Before I do that, though, I want a boiler room. How big is this radius? Pretty sizable. So if I stick this over here, we'll catch all of those houses. If I put it here, I would get all of my houses. Yeah, this is good. This is where I want it. And then I also need to put a road around this way, because I need my chop house fuel to go directly to this thing. In fact, it might even be better if I put a little storage here and only allowed fuel to go there. We made it through the winter! It's March again! It made a big, noise when it hit March 2, letting me know, hey, you did it. You have made it. And we have more people than we went into the winter with. Now, I'm sure they're aging, and we will be quickly losing laborers. But we now have a clinic, which is healing people. We also have... I'm demolishing this one. You should do this one really quick, please. Demolish that. Fast. I need those resources, because then it can go into these buildings. Because those are our new forests. Or foresters. Oh, crap. I need to turn this back on. About that. Let's turn this on, and let's turn this on. Oh, no laborers. What can I turn off to turn that on? Yes. Let's get rid of tailors, because we don't need clothes if we don't have food. Some people might beg to differ, but I'm just saying, we don't. I need people who are willing to work, and I need more logs. So let's actually, I hate to do this, but let's fell some trees really quick. Because I know a lot of these trees in this area, they're not exactly mature, so I'm not going to get a lot of wood out of them. And the foresters will only harvest the mature trees. I should probably do it over here. These look pretty mature. But I hate to get rid of the greenery. Our city is looking actually kind of beautiful with all the trees. Now it's going to look ugly. It's going to be a lot of terracotta houses, and that's it. Oh, well. I guess the worst thing that could happen is that they die, and then we wouldn't have people to live in the terracotta houses. I knew this was going to happen eventually. Darn it. There's a bandit camp that just appeared. Now, I could make up some soldiers and go and attack them, but I have not gotten far enough to have soldiers. So, what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to put a couple roads this way, because they should attack from this way. Then I should be able to build up some archery towers. I want some arrow towers to go here and to go there. And they will, I think they will attack if I get too close to them. So as long as they leave me alone a second, I will leave them alone a second. And we will prioritize these, probably turn off. I think I have everything else paused, which is good because I need to build these arrow towers very quickly. Now the question is, when do these attack? Building level 1. Oh no. I think they kind of they grow stronger over time. Maybe winter will take care of them. That would be nice. Hey, finally more people! I have a lot of kids that I'm feeding, which is a problem. Let's see. Oh no, 5 citizens starving. Uh-oh, 5 citizens starving. That's not good. Immigrants have arrived. 10 immigrants applied to settle in the... Sure! Work quick, otherwise you're gonna starve to death. We just got new people. Yay! New people! That means I can add in... Hold on. I can add in a couple builders so we can get some of our building done really fast. I don't have any more people in the archery. I could have another hunter. Let's do that one really quick. I don't know what the range is on that, but it doesn't actually matter, I guess. Let's build another well. Probably something over here. That takes a lot of resources. This one's kind of basic, so let's do a basic one right here. Only because I need people to be able to get water over here too. I am building the water sawmill, which is good because then I can get my fishery done, which means that I can probably build another one of those. Let me put another one right here if I can. Yeah, right there. Let's get another one right there. Or maybe I should put it over here. Is this better? Can't be placed there. Can't be placed there. It's not any better. So this is probably, yeah, that was the spot it was in before was probably the best spot for it. I also need at least 2 people in the forestry at any one time. And let's turn felling trees back on for that one and turn it off for this one, because this one's more centrally located to our town. I do still have 6 laborers who are running materials, which means I could probably turn this mine back on. Oh, it just filled it. Let's cut that down to 3, because all they're getting from me right now is iron. Is there anything else I want back on? Probably the repair house. If I had to guess, I think repairs are probably needed. I've had that off for a while. And then our happiness is kind of low, so let's turn the chapel back on. I'm back down to 1 laborer, so we're not going to be running materials all over the place, but that's okay, because between all of these extra hands now helping with food and gathering and I don't know, just everything in general. Oh, we need houses. That's going to chew into our resources. Maybe I should... Oh, we cleared those trees so fast. Maybe I should clear more trees. Let's clear this set of trees. It feels bad to just clear cut all of those trees, but they're outside of our forester, so those wouldn't have gotten cut anyway. And then I have saved this spot for 2 houses right here. That should be enough? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, because 4 people can live in a house. We're still starving. There's a couple people still hurt. And there's still this bandit camp up here, which is growing slowly. I'm not going to deal with this until it becomes a problem. Which by that point will probably be too late, but we'll see. Oh no, we had our first death. The Forester Boyce. No! I knew it was coming soon. We were getting a little bit too big and I wasn't able to keep up with everything, but let me slow down a second. I need... Is it water that we're dealing with? I think water is the main issue. How? We have all these wells. Can we get... Oh, we can get 2 people into the well. Get 2 people into the well! Laborer, let's get rid of the builders. Where's the builder's hut? I don't need these 2. I need an extra person getting us water. That will help a lot. I need extra hands doing extra work. Is there a command to hunt animals? We need to hunt as many they're right here! Someone go and gnaw on an alpaca, please. Quickly, before we all die. I'm trying. Come on, people. We got a little bit of water, and we got a little bit of food. Everyone go eat before you drop dead, please. I wish it was just instant, that they would just eat. Oh, well, they did. It's all gone. Go get the drinks, though. Everyone go get water, please. For the love of God, go get water. Don't die on me. Especially since I haven't even got my fishing thing up yet. We are doing a nice job clear-cutting this forest, but it would be oh so awesome of you if you could go and harvest mushrooms. I just wish everyone would just flock to the forests. Just as a massive stampede. Run and eating all the mushrooms. Could you imagine the bandits seeing that? Everyone just abandoning the ship. Are you doing the plank, please? Daily use stamina. Hopefully this plank gets done fast. I don't know how hard it is to cut one tree into a plank, especially if you have all this technology at your disposal. You just need to slap that last plank down on this boat and it'll float, and then you can get it out there and get some fish. There it is. The magic plank. They made one. Now I can shut this down. Build this. For the love of everything. Build that. The second that's built and you guys are done starving to death, then I can make this smithy. You guys can have tools. Then I can make your house. Then you can have a place to sleep. Until that fishery is done, though, none of that is happening. And none of you are going to bed. This is 24 hours. This is no longer a democracy. This is a dictatorship. Hurry up. Yes, the final one. Go. Build. Build faster. We've got 7 people ready to fish, and people are dying. Liliana, a child, died of starvation. Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all. Let's get a couple services going. Let's do cemetery. I feel like this is probably going to be super important now. The area is too small. How big does a cemetery need to be? I guess large, right? Because we got a lot of people that are going to have to go in there pretty quick. Oh, wait. There are not as many people starving to death. There's only 1. And they're not thirsty anymore, and we have water. It's going up. Ooh. Ah! Fishing! We have fishing! Everyone on a boat. Everybody on the boat. Fish now. You're not even on a boat. You're just on the end of the dock. You could have done that from the shore, you little idiots. Oh, no. I feel bad that they're too stupid to know how to fish without a dock and a boat. Oh, well. The good news is pretty soon we'll have a smithy. If I can prioritize the building of that, then we'll have tools again. We have tools and fish and water, then we can turn these back on. And then people can have houses. Houses would be nice, right? Then they won't freeze to death in the middle of winter. Okay. So far, so good. We have sort of kind of stabilized this. The food is not going well, but here's the thing, right? If I up our forestry quite a bit and turn back on felling trees for this one, we should be able to turn back on our woodcutter for our chopping house, and we'll get more fuel. I could probably turn this back on too, and this will give us more fuel. So we get 10 for 5. How much do we get here? 10 for 5. It's the same. There isn't much more I can do for them, so let's speed this up a little bit. Times 10. I want to get at least into spring. Maybe they'll survive. It'd be okay if I lost a couple of them. That sounds harsh, but we have way too many people right now. I was having issues with not enough people before, but now we have so many children that they're just eating food and not contributing. There's one homeless person. I could open up the archery towers. They could live in there if they wanted to. Go to the church. You can sleep on the pews or something. I don't know. I am waiting on this masonry. Actually, no, the smithy. Yeah, we're making tools finally. We have a couple. They're going down, but at least we had a couple tools there for a little while. Finally! We have righted the ship. Did people die or something? No, more people were born. But the food's going up. Beverages are going up. Raw materials are going up. Honestly, I've taken care of all of their basic resources. And we've made it into spring. And if we lose a couple people along the way, so be it. This is a pretty successful little town, especially since March has just gotten here. We'll get stone pretty quick, and then I can finish building our cemetery. Our mine's doing pretty well. We're finally getting some tools. They're going to cut stone for me, but I really want to try to get this boiler room, and then once that's taken care of, all of our heat would be taken care of. Then all we have to do is worry about this bandit camp that's been looming over in the corner. That is for another day, though. So thank you so much for watching this one, and remember to take care, and goodbye!